Hello everybody and welcome to the Exodia stream. We've got a best of 7 for you all here tonight. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Welcome in everybody, it's nice to see you all. Yeah, it's been a weird day, we've had a lot of streams today. This is number 3 actually. Our third match of the day. We started today early with Sketch of Desires versus Taka GG in a 1v1. Then we moved to Evolve Amber, Astral War Escape. And now we end with Galactic, SuperNova, Evolve, Exodia. That 1v1 going in Taka GG's way, 3-1, then a 3-0 sweep for Evolve Amber. Now Galactic, SuperNova, Evolve, Exodia play each other here. Part of the playoffs. Electland Championship Series, Contender Series, Challengers Series, different league. As here we go. Here's our bracket so far. This is what it looks like. Actually, it was updated only a few hours ago, so this is the exact bracket. How it looks at the end of the week here. The other match being Tucson RLC, who saw actually sweep Sliggy's Club earlier in the week. We got on Astral Heat. This is a best of 7. Well, Exodia did have a rough playoffs. They got a bye. They were the top team in the league. And then they lost to Lag Gaming, which was a team I think they actually beat right in the regular season. Yeah, Evolve beat Lag Gaming in week 1 with the sweep. They obviously haven't played them since. So now, when you met them, they lost in game 6. Now they play Galactic Supernova, who we actually saw these two teams play each other, I believe. Almost certain we did. Let me make sure, actually, when did these guys play? They have played at the regular season at some point. Did they actually not play each other? Oh, okay, let's take a... No, they definitely have. Where are they? I'm just missing the match right now. There you go. In week 3, they beat them 3-2 in game 5. It was a close series. I found it. Don't worry, I found it. It was a 3-2 game 5 series. Again, I believe I saw that match. We haven't actually seen Galactic Supernova in a while since that match, but... obviously, they're back. Let me actually get these guys their lobby info, because they're going to yell at me if I don't give it to them. There we go. So we can get ready for this best of 7. Before the playoffs begin, we saw these guys when they played each other in week 5. Obviously, that one went to game 5. I don't know if Exodia went to game 5 often, but... But again, we will... I can actually check on that, because I have the info in front of me. Evolve, again, they've gone to game 5 not often. They usually beat their teams pretty quickly in sweeps, specifically in the regular season. That was one of 2 times they went to game 5. The other one being against Invicta Knights, who... team that I think are in the upper bracket still. No, that's a team that lost in the first round to Astral Heat. Yeah. There you go. Again, these guys haven't gone to... these guys went to game 5 against each other. Obviously, a pretty close matchup. I have joked before that I'm like the bad luck charm for Galactic. I'm hoping... because ever since I first met them, they have not won on this stream at all. This has been a rough season for these guys. For Galactic, because the last match we saw them was when they played Silly's Club. They lost that. I think they might have lost that in a 3-1. As some of them have joined in. As that is... it is JDS, Gabe, and Hydro of the, I believe of the Evolve side. Let me make sure I message these guys. So yeah, they're chatting with me, which is nice. They're saying it's almost morning. Yeah, it is actually getting pretty close to morning. Again, this is a midnight match. If any of you are actually watching this, thank you. I can't believe you guys are doing that. But again, Evolve have interesting Silly's Club. And Evolve did play each other. Evolve did beat them. I think they swept them as well, which is insane. Obviously, again, that was last time these two teams played on the stream for Evolve. Was when they swept Silly's Club. Last time we saw Galactic Sooner was also when they played Silly's Club. They lost that series 3-1. Then before that, again, we saw them when they played against Evolve and Galactic. Nope, it was when they played... no, it was when they played Evolve, yeah. That was back when they were known as BB Wildworms. They lost, obviously, to them in Game 5. So yeah, these guys, not the strongest record to talk about, but... on the stream, but obviously they want to get a win. This would be a good time to do it. We're in elimination here. As, well, I'm happy that these guys already told me. They thought it was a best of 5. It's a best of 7, so these guys got a long night ahead of them. It's gonna be an interesting match, but yeah, it is JDS Hydro and Gabe of Evolve Exodia, who thought it was a best of 5. As we just got Galactic in as well. That is Coop's team. Coop, X-Sync, Phantom. You know what? I haven't even shown you the rosters. I might have shown you it anyways. We'll take a look at it again. As thank you for the follow there, GG Lick. Thank you for the follow, GG Lick. I'm gonna put your stream. We're gonna get this best 7 started very soon. Yeah, these teams haven't changed all season long, actually, from my experience. So, again, you guys will recognize Coop and X-Sync. They're on Team TZL. They were on TZL on the stream during the in-game meeting. That was the first time we ever saw them was on there on TZL. Ever since then, they have improved vastly. They're not on TZL, sorry. They're on Opal, Team Opal. They played against TZL. TZL's a different team. That was a 2v2 match, obviously, but even back then, they were still high level. As, these guys, you know, getting ready, and it's Phantom, Coop, and X-Sync. That's their usual starting roster as well. Here again, both these teams got their starting rosters. I know Galactic SuperNova also have Coach Steezy. I do not know if Steezy is here tonight, but obviously, if he is, I can add another thing to help them out with. They do have a coach, whereas Evolve do not have a coach. That will make things a little interesting, a little bit more unique, I think. At least for them. As we're going to get this best 7 started. How are you guys doing in chat? Hopefully you all are doing well. Again, welcome into the Spodia stream. Again, last time, these two teams have played each other. Evolve and Galactic again went to Game 5. It was an Evolve win, obviously. Both these teams have had really difficult brackets. For Galactic SuperNova, their loss was also with them being a high seed. They lost to Need to Swim 4-1. Yeah, they've had a struggling bracket for them. To say the very least. Again, there's a lot of weird upsets in this league. But that is how playoffs work. Playoffs is a whole different beast sometimes. And, well, these guys have not really gotten used to it very well, as let's get this series started. We're like a minute early, but we're on time anyways. It doesn't really matter. We're on time. Let's get this going. A best of 7 series. Galactic SuperNova in the blue. Evolve Exodia in the orange. Evolve went undefeated in the regular season, including a Game 5 win over Galactic. But other than that, their playoffs have been abysmal. And really, for Galactic, they were a high seed in their match too, and their match didn't go much better. These teams have a lot to prove here, with the playoff pressure facing them. Well, maybe their confidence is low. They've got to regain it here in Game 1. Evolve already being sent to defense. Not gonna be the first time we'll see them here. It's not gonna be the last time we'll see them here. Defense is something that these teams are gonna have to build off of going into the playoffs. I've always mentioned it. Defense wins championships, and well, yes, as a quote that's used over and over again. It's true in Rocket League. If you don't have a good defense, you're not winning. A good defense can do a lot for you. These teams need to build off of that as Phantom. Second touchdown on the field, Galactic SuperNova. Already with a quick transition. As Hydro has that dribble. Trying to get the 50 on X-Sync. You can see he's trying to draw these plays out towards his teammates. JDS was waiting on that sidewall for it. But Evolve have still not been able to get everything covered, everything going for them. And they're just not able to break out of their own half at this rate. As another chance. Another one that's stopped here by Galactic SuperNova. Really for Galactic, this is a start I don't think they even expected. They're expecting themselves to get kind of quickly pushed away around here by Evolve, but Evolve has given them a lot of space. And again, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that all these teams are kind of playing with not a lot of momentum. You're in the lower bracket. Sure, you won round 1, but you're still only in round 2. There's a long way to go before you get to that finals. There's something that both these teams definitely were thinking they were going to get to. Definitely had the confidence they would be able to make. Lower bracket run is not easy. And if this is your second round matchup, it's only getting tougher from here. As Gabe, I get the bump on Coop, and X-Sync's missed. Hydro, up to the back wall, maybe looking for a redirect down from JDS. Saved by X-Sync, who used all his boost for that play in and out. And Galactic are now running out of resources. JDS can't get through Phantom. He was the only one back, and Phantom not being able to make that challenge. That is going to be a goal against them as JDS with the dribble. JDS was out mid-season for Evolve Exodia. They still had wins without him, but I had to bring in Dan. as the replacement. Actually, in fact, I've actually talked a lot with Dan. He's kind of the guy that's talked to me with a lot of matches in that time, because it was a period in which I got to see a lot of these Evolve matches play. Yeah, Dan really did. As I think it does, again, out back with JDS. Back with him, and maybe you ask some questions about what JDS is going to do for this roster. Again, it is a late match, though, and these guys got to pull their best at this time. Phantom, not a great touch. JDS, clear the other way. Coop, looking for Phantom. Galactic, SuperNova, not the first time they've tried some passing plays. They haven't really connected with them all that well, though. Oh, that one straight to X-Sync, off the back wall. Second touch, JDS is there. And no goals yet. Both these teams struggling, even when they have so much possession, as Coop just sent it to JDS here. Phantom, does he have it? Yes, he does. He almost got faked by JDS, who didn't get that touch off the sidewall. Galactic, SuperNova, you know, are keeping themselves hot on their feet. As now, Galactic, who had all the offense starting off this game, but now do not have any of it, as Evolve's trying to send it the other way back. Gabe, the quick one. Phantom, will he get to it? No, he won't. Oh, but Hydro's miss. In comes JDS. That's goal number 1. And sometimes things just appear out of nowhere. Galactic, SuperNova, for whatever reason, did not try to challenge Gabe. And I think on that goal line, he waited in nets, and you really can't do that there. You have to force them to make a move. He didn't do that, so you let them get that space, and Galactic, SuperNova will have to get a goal back. Right off the kickoff, Gabe will keep that one out. Coop beat by Hydro. X-Sync off the sidewall, and can't get that dunk on JDS. Evolve Exodia with this 1 goal lead. They are, again, the favorites in this matchup. Oh, I was going to ask if they could hold it. They almost didn't there with that shot. And there's still been some kind of sluggishness from both these sides. Surprisingly, they have not been trying to play super fast. Oh my goodness, that goes in as well. X-Sync had that one, and yet he missed it. He had full boost too. Did he just trip off that back wall? It feels like he did. It feels like he didn't want to jump so early. Wanted to try to, you know, get a really nice touch to that corner where it would roll to his teammate who was waiting there. But sometimes you don't need to go for perfection. Just need to get it out. Galactic, SuperNova need to find 2 goals now with less time. As Gabe to Hydro, trying to make it free. That will go wide. The current team chemistry of Galactic, SuperNova definitely not helping them here. As that's a flick. Coop gonna get the dunk on Gabe. Evolve Exodia, well, again, I'm not really impressed with the pace that these guys are playing at. I am impressed with that shot from Phantom. A dunk in front of the net. Galactic, SuperNova find their first in the series as Phantom really all by himself. And that delayed challenge was not intentional. He just wanted to get a challenge. It just so happened that Gabe wanted to get that one out as fast as possible. Waste as much time as possible. He'll inadvertently do a challenge that will go into the back of his net. As now Coop towards Phantom. Send it to the back wall. JDS will have it. Has to be careful because Galactic, SuperNova have gone for a lot of these challenges. Trying to intentionally delay it sometimes. Obviously that goal was not intentional, but they have done a lot of these things where they turn the 50 Evolve Exodia out of the play. And Evolve are just trying to keep that ball away from them. Coop in 0 seconds. Double commit from Evolve. X-Sync. Oh, he just let it hit the ground there. And that's going to be game 1. Evolve Exodia will take it. Again, I wasn't too impressed from either of these sides. Neither of them really looked all that impressive to me. And you could really tell maybe it's the fact that it's late. I mean, this is late for these guys. Or maybe it's the fact that, again, that they're in the lower bracket, they're not really feeling it. Whatever it is, or maybe it's just the fact that it's game 1. It could just be because it's game 1. These teams are still getting used to it, but Evolve Exodia, as you would expect from a high-seeded team like them, able just to keep control, keep themselves calm. Really what a lot of people are looking for. These high-level teams just to, keep calm. Even when you're in the lower bracket, you still have that chance to go all the way to that finals. And whoever wins this will go to lower quarterfinals. The losers quarterfinals against Swordfish Esports, Sea Beast, which is the team that swept Silly Geese Club. Obviously, Silly Geese Club have had a horrible bracket with how we saw them losing round 1 to Tucson. But Sea Beast, and they did just lose to New Age Octanes in a sweep as well this week. So, again, that would be the losers quarterfinals, and obviously losers semis, losers finals, grand finals. A long way to go here, but I mean, I wouldn't put it against any of these teams to see them make it that far. Lower bracket momentum is a real thing out there, and it can change the outcome of whole entire brackets. As now we're moving to game 2. Evolve Exodia have taken game 1. I'll be honest though, I think we're going to need to see more out of these guys if they're going to be able to continue to do this against Galactic. Who knows how Galactic's going to play? I have a feeling they're going to pick up the pace. Like game 1 was them just kind of getting back into the series, back into the swing of things in the Blackline Championship Series. And now, game 2 is when they're going to really start to turn things up. And Evolve Exodia have to be able to play a little faster, a little more cohesively than they did last game. It just was not fast enough. It was not, you know, the speed that we expect from a team like Evolve. Because when you play that slow, you need to be able to have like firm control, make other people guess. They're not really doing that either. It just felt like they were just not playing at pace. As for here comes Phantom, looking for the bump, but JDS is already waiting. He'll get that one. Gabe will make the block. Evolve, again, stuck on defense. Well, that miss from Phantom will give Gabe some space. JDS. That one deflected off of Coop. X-Sync already calling for JDS with the dunk. That's in the midfield. Hydro looking for the chance. The shot. And Phantom's missed it. Oh, Phantom. He knew he had that one. I knew he made a mistake as soon as he went into the back of his net there. Oh, and that is one he's going to want back. He went under the ball. He would have had it if he just didn't jump. Hydro's going to take goal 1. Evolve Exodia will catch Galactic SuperNova out again. As Hydro. One touch out. Trying to get that flip reset, Hydro. Oh, and it's going to be a weak shot at best there. JDS though, the infield pass. Gabe already jumping in. Coop's got the 50 and Phantom's got the clear. Here comes Galactic upfield again. That one pinched. Phantom looking for the chance, but still hasn't been able to get it. JDS now. X-Sync pinching it back. Gabe. The shot up for JDS, but JDS don't have it. And Phantom, again, just being that aggressor. And he's actually got a shot here. Gabe won't get back. It's Phantom to score. Talk about wanting it. Phantom kept going until he got his chance. A game here when both of the other Evolve players were on the sidewall. JDS went for that challenge, thinking he would get it. Phantom found a little chip around him. And now kickoff. Coop. That's the lead for Galactic. An aggressive cheat from Evolve will not go their way. And Coop will say thank you, Phantom, and take that one. Phantom now involved in both of the last 2 goals here for Galactic SuperNova. And again, you know, in series like this, when you're in the lower bracket, this is where players, you know, start to stand out. Who's going to show up? Oh, it's going to be Gabe at this one. Another kickoff goal. This time for Evolve. And that one, that's actually really well lost by JDS. So often on kickoffs, you want to lose it intentionally. That's really what the kickoff is about. How do you lose it to the point where your teammates will be first to get to it? Evolve are trying to bring that pressure. Here comes JDS. Looking for the dribble. JDS gets around Coop, but Phantom will clear, and Gabe has hit it backwards. Hydro! Ooh, he saw his life flash before his eyes there. That almost went in against him. That weird, awkward touch off that sidewall from, I believe it was Gabe, hitting it backwards over Hydro's head. Fortunately for Hydro, it won't go against him. You'd hate to see a mistake like that as Gabe already jumping, pinch with Hydro. Down the field go Evolve Exodia. Trying to get the pinch on Phantom. JDS beats Coop. Out the corner, X-Sync has it. Challenged by Hydro. And in comes Phantom to try to put it on the back wall. JDS to commit for Evolve. Here comes X-Sync. It won't really do anything to stop them though. And some of these touches from a Galactic at this point are just coming from such a far distance from that net, they really can't get close. Evolve Exodia making that net, that backline untouchable really. And Galactic SuperNova have to be able to break through. Again, and I really think a lot of it has to come to the pace of these teams. Someone's got to make this pace a little faster. Someone's going to make these teams a little more awkward. It just feels like they're both kind of taking things slow, relaxing. It's like it's a Saturday night cruise, even though elimination is on the line. Someone's got to be able to make this a little bit faster for these teams. I really do think that's going to be the difference maker as Phantom trying to get the bump there. From Evolve, not the first time they've done that this game, as we'll go cross. Gabe with the block. Runs out of boost though, and that means Coop will be next to it for Galactic. Looking for the dribble, the dunk, in front of the net. Hydro's already got it for Evolve, and it will be cleared away. And at this point, Galactic is going to try to hold this ball for as long as they can. They're not in the lead, but as long as they keep attacking, they'll find their chance. As Hydro's got that one. Now infield, Coop. Stopped by Hydro again. Evolve are getting pummeled on their back line, but yet they still stay intact. An impressive feat, but these are, Challenger Series level teams. They, they have to deal with quite a lot of beating, every once in a while in these matches. As Gabe with that dribble. Hydro try to get to that corner. Coop already first to it. And just like that, it's Galactic's ball again. JDS already taking away that chance from Phantom. X-Sync beat by Hydro. And these teams are just vying for that last opportunity. They're trying to find something. They don't want to overcommit though. And so it's a weird kind of mix of, well, are you going to challenge or are you not? These teams are kind of bait each other into those plays. So far, they've played on the safe side, deciding not to challenge more than when they would. As Phantom in front, JDS trying to get the dunk on. X-Sync will succeed in that. Coop will clear. X-Sync towards that midfield. It's a pretty far reach for Phantom. Gable's trying to send it back. Evolve, urging for one more chance. X-Sync trying to deny it. Coop gonna keep it up at 0. Hydro's got the block. Phantom doesn't have it. He didn't read that corner bounce. And we're going to overtime in game 2. Evolve took game 1. And in game 2, it's looking very similar to these teams. They're both just trying to take things slow. As Phantom with the dribble! He's got through everybody! And he saw something that Hydro definitely didn't. Look at that on the back wall. Oh dear, JDS and Gabe collided with each other. For Hydro, he was expecting, well, there'd be a second challenge at some point from his teammates. Or when your teammates have bumped into each other, there is no challenge. And Galactic SuperNova will get their shot to go through. This series is tied. And again, it still feels like these teams are playing safe, are taking it slow. I mean, you don't blame them for not taking risks, but it does feel like it's just kind of a back and forth battle of who has the offense, who doesn't, and really who can hold on to it. Evolve Exodia won in game 1, Galactic SuperNova won in game 2. Really, again, the question is going to be, who's going to want to take that edge? I mean, this game, it was Phantom. Phantom wanted to do that. He pushed up a lot more, got a lot more midfield challenges. Going into game 3, somebody else has got to step up as well. Either of these sides, really, just to try to make the difference. So right now, it's a pretty even matchup. Which, I guess if you saw anything about the regular season, you'd agree with that. But really, I haven't seen anybody really try to take a star-studded approach, really try to be that player to make the change. And for Evolve, I mean, it's been nobody. I would like to see Hydro, though. He's that player where when this team plays well, Hydro seems to be the guy who will be that aggressor for them, who will take the offense, who will make it his own. A lot of it did come with him and Dan being such a strong duo. Obviously, Dan was that sub. He's got to get used to the fact that JDS is back on his roster. It's just their usual roster anyways, so... Again, a lot of it comes down to, can Hydro be that difference maker? Can he be the one to really just advance Evolve from just being a good team in this series to being the team to win? Because being good is not going to cut it in the playoffs. We've got to be better than that. As Coop with the flip reset will get that one past Gabe. Hydro waiting in the midfield. He's hesitated to that challenge. Evolve Exodia will still get it, but they're not going to win this battle against Galactic SuperNova. They'll have to just get a couple 50s, use a lot of boost to get there. As Gabe, ADS, maybe a chance, but that one will be quite lacking in power. And here comes Phantom to clear. Gabe always with that one, and JDS will get to it. A little bit of panic from Evolve Exodia. On their backline specifically, these guys have double committed more, but they've made up for it with their recoveries, which have been incredibly quick. The ability to not get shot on too many times in a row. Here comes Hydro. Phantom. Topping it down for Coop. Gabe. Hydro getting dunked by JDS. Looking for Hydro, who's on 40 boost. Hydro to the back wall. X-Sync's already blocked it. And Phantom will send it away. Gabe already up. JDS to the back wall. Second touch from JDS won't be on. And X-Sync will look for the clear. Again, just like last game, it's going to take a while before somebody gets a goal. And these teams just continue to find their, their time on offense, their time in the spotlight. And yet nobody has stepped up still. Hydro only at like 30 boost, at 30 points. I really think, again, if there's anybody to step up for Evolve, it would be Hydro. The times I've seen this guy play, when Evolve is playing well, a lot of times it's just Hydro who can really kind of be that player, that keystone player in the middle. Really be kind of the glue of the offense. Yet for Evolve, they haven't got it yet, but JDS, quick double! Oh, JDS! That's a goal to get you fired up! Right! Off that bounce, JDS gets past everybody! A double tap to get the first goal of Game 3. We've been waiting for a step-up play. It won't be Hydro. It's JDS to score. And Evolve Exodia will be 1 goal up. Again, we've been waiting for those goals. We've been waiting for those plays. We haven't seen a lot of it from these guys. They're just going to bring in that kind of offensive stats. As Gabe, looking for another, maybe a triple, in front for JDS! And that's beautiful from Gabe! 3 touches! Outplaying Galactic SuperNova. And JDS up so quickly to get to it. You knew he was calling for it as soon as he saw what Gabe was going for. Evolve Exodia, maybe all they needed was 2 games to get themselves into the series, because their offense is starting to fire on all cylinders. I can't call out Galactic SuperNova without expecting a response. They'll bring you a response, that's for sure. Will it be strong enough to take down Evolve? That's the real question I think we're asking. I don't know, Evolve Exodia have kind of shown their hand. Like SuperNova needs to bring something. JDS. Hydro, X-Sync, off the corner. Yes, with an interesting touch there to Gabe. Off the ceiling, you rarely see players sort of mix things like that. Evolve, gotta go back to defense at this point. Like the SuperNova are bringing in their 50-50s as Phantom. I know it ran out of boost, but he still has this one on JDS. They'll lose it to X-Sync, who has sent it out to Coop. Gabe. Leave it for Hydro, but that's a miss off the back wall. X-Sync. Oh, that shot left a lot to be desired from Galactic. So again, some of their chances come from such far distances. Need to just be able to get a little bit close to that net. Maybe not shoot so early, maybe not try to pull the trigger so quickly. They can get a little closer, a little bit tighter to that net. They're gonna get their chances a little bit better. It's Phantom. Gabe in the midfield. X-Sync will try to find that clear. But Hydro will beat him. Evolve. Stroking to hold ball possession. Hydro. Oh, and JDS and Gabe both jump. JDS is going to waste out time. Well, that's exactly what he does with those touches. Smart. Consistent play from the captain. That's how a captain plays. You work with your teammates. As here's now a block from JDS. Gabe. Gonna waste out as much time as possible. Phantom. Beat by Gabe. That's in the midfield. X-Sync will be first to it. Coop. Trying to find that touch outwards. For Galactic SuperNova. Coop. Off the ceiling. X-Sync can't get it. Phantom now. That one's quickly on. JDS stuck by Phantom. 6 seconds remain. And there's still a chance for Galactic SuperNova. It was left to Phantom, but he'll make it work there as he gets the dunk on JDS. There's still time left for Galactic to get this game tied up and to send it to overtime. But it comes down to the kickoff. The kickoff will go their way. Coop to the corner. Hydro gonna waste out every second. That will end Game 3. Evolve Exodia will take the lead again. Another one where they're just trying to hold things, stay consistent. You see, they took a few more chances. And more specifically, JDS played up a little more. Even so, Phantom still played exceptionally well, but again, we need to see more players step up consistently from everybody here on this field as going into that next game in the series, Game 4. Evolve Exodia. I'm going to try to continue this, and I need to see them do more of this, where they are not afraid to push up. They're not afraid to get in the faces of a Galactic SuperNova. It feels like both these teams are just not wanting to take chances. They don't want to take a chance. They know what the risks can be, but you're not going to get very far if you don't take risks in the playoff bracket. That goes for all of these teams. Galactic SuperNova, they lost this game because they just didn't try to take chances. They didn't have a lot of time. They didn't take a lot of their time on offense. Going into Game 4, if there was one thing, if there's one thing I could say to Galactic SuperNova, it's that they need to take risks. They need to be confident. in their abilities to push up a little higher on offense. They just haven't done it here. As again, we're gonna get into our next game very, very soon here. As we did have a PC crash. I believe from no, not from JDS. It was from Xsync, who had a bit of a PC crash there. We'll get Xsync back in. Don't worry. I promise you, he is not leaving this match. He is not leaving the series. He'll be back. He just had some PC issues. As soon as he's back, we'll get this game. We'll get this game started for you all. Sorry about the tech issue. But again, so far, it feels like it's kind of smooth sailing for Evolve Exodia. They're playing pretty well, but again, I need to see them take chances. I need to see Galactic take chances too. Teams, again, still feel a bit too hesitant. Feels like there's something pulling them back from being more aggressive. As again, Game 4 is next of all. Exodia leading 2-1 in the series. And Xsync has rejoined. So I'll get this thing back underway in a few short moments. As let me just confirm that everything's good for Xsync here. There we go. Okay, great. We just got confirmation from Xsync. Yep, he's good. He's fixed his well, he had a PC crash. You can't really fix a PC crash, but he did. He has recovered to the lobby, so we're back in for Game 4 here. With a little bit of extra time, again, it's a little extra time for Galactic SuperNova to make some adjustments, and already off the kickoff, here comes Phantom. If there's anybody who wants this team to win the most, it is Phantom. He wants the team to win so badly, and you can just tell just how much he wants it by how involved he's been. Already, a goal for Galactic SuperNova right off the kickoff. A goal that they definitely need. Again, it's gonna be a lot of reliance on Phantom, I think, to take those risks. As JDS the other way. Couldn't get the dunk on Xsync. Xsync with a great recovery to that back wall. He almost slid off, which would have left that ball wide open for Evolve Exodia to try to attack. Still attacking. Hydra with the dunk. And that one is actually almost on target. It's in front of the net. JDS can shoot it! And JDS took his time, and he'll find the goal. I mean, a hilariously slow attack from Evolve. They really didn't have to. They let Galactic try to get that clear, but they missed it. They ran out of boost. And JDS will, I think he'll even surprise himself for the fact that he actually had that shot for free. And Evolve Exodia have got one back almost immediately after the first one from Galactic. Coop now to the back wall. Second touch won't be made. It's Xsync instead. What a block from JDS. Follow-up shot. Also JDS's save as well. And here comes Gabe. Won't get the won't get through Coop. As now looking in midfield for Xsync. That shot will be saved by Gabe. And first onto it again is Gabe. A lot of these saves are also being followed up by the same player from Evolve Exodia. Again, just showing you just how fast these teams' recoveries are. It's why they can double commit and not really have it be an issue for them. But they do just find their way to come back to it. Like Zuno have not been quick enough to attack them. It's Gabe with that 50 to the corner. Look at that follow-up. Does. Still cleared away. Galactic, it does feel like they, with that extra break, they've kind of redesigned that offense. They're going to try to get a little more aggressive, a little more bump heavy by the looks of it as well. Gabe going after Coop there. Evolve just struggling to actually get into offense in the first place. Here comes Hydro. Coop with the dunk. Hydro still at it. Now he's got that dribble. JDS around the corner. In the midfield, Xsync's got the clear. Gabe. Shot to the midfield. Xsync has it. Hydro will be beat by Xsync, but it will go to JDS. And Evolve Exodia are taking their time. An intentional slowdown here from JDS. And he has just given this up this possession to Galactic SuperNova. Maybe in favor of trying to pull this team out. Maybe trying to get a counterattack play. They are realizing that their overall kind of control style is not going anywhere against Galactic this game. So instead of that, maybe they're just trying to pull this team out. Maybe it was just JDS wanting to take his time. Exodia already upfield again. Phantom. Got that pinch away. Hydro won't get the best touch on it, but it does waste some time. Exodia again getting demoed out here by Galactic players. And, you know, that is one way to take a risk. Is to go for demos, is to make those plays. It's Gabe off the back wall. Phantom will have the clear, and again, very even. It has always felt kind of even between these teams. Again, this was one of two teams that Evolve Exodia went to Game 5 against in their regular season. This is a team that swept almost everybody they faced. Including, again, what was the next best team in that league at the time. And one of the, not the next best team, one of the next best teams in Silly Geese Club, which we did see that matchup. And those teams were both undefeated. As Gabe doesn't have it, X-Sync to the back wall. Second touch, JDS will have it. Away. Evolve, I mean, it still feels like it's just them doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. They're not really getting it, but that's a good pass to Gabe! Oh, he's missed! JDS! X-Sync with the block! I didn't feel the attempt. That's something new from Evolve Exodia. And it almost worked for them. It just got denied by the bumper of X-Sync. Galactic SuperNova will look upfield. Coop doesn't have it. Gabe sending it away. Phantom looking to the forwarded attack for Galactic, but he's missed it. Now panicking in front of the net. Phantom still has it. He's running on low boost, just trying to pinch it out. Coop has missed it. Leaves it for Gabe. Off to the back wall. X-Sync's the last one back. He's gonna waste a lot of time here for Evolve. Well, actually, not even any time at all. Coop's already gonna get a touch. JDS though. Flip reset. Will he use it? Won't have the time to, as X-Sync's already challenging. After SuperNova. Gonna get this ball away. Gonna deal with a lot of intense pressure here from the Evolve side. Hydro. Phantom. Gabe's gonna intercept that one away from Coop. This one will just continue to roll around. X-Sync. Hydro. I get the dunk on Phantom. He's got it. That net was vulnerable, but again, Evolve not really take chances. They're not going to send that second player up too aggressively here. As Coop won't put it on. Phantom next up. Gabe will get this block. Hydro beat by X-Sync, and that net's left open. X-Sync! It will go in. And when you leave a net like that one, you have to expect that they're going to score off of it. And JDS and Hydro not on the same page. And if that communication breaks down, it can hurt Evolve Exodia. I'm not going to worry about that too often in the series, but it will hurt them. Now off the kickoff, Phantom's got the block. As here comes JDS, 0 seconds! Oh, he's got it in! JDS with 1 second left! And Evolve Exodia will stay alive! JDS pulling his team to victory! A true captain's mark! And if this stays the way it will be, we're going to overtime. And it will go to overtime. Golden goal again. Evolve Exodia took the last one. These matches have gotten so intense, so close. Overtime seems to be something that's going to become a kind of a new reality for us here. Honestly, I'm all down for it. It's Hydro. Here comes X-Sync off the back wall. Coop is there, not on target. In comes Phantom. Hydro's got the save, and Galactic's got to go back quickly. JDS has it. Dribble. X-Sync to beat. But he's got a great masterful block from X-Sync. Had that boost advantage, used it wisely. As JDS to the back wall. X-Sync. He'll try to take it. Hydro's already at the block. We'll go to the back wall. Gabe! It's saved by Coop! And Evolve Exodia saw a chance, saw an opening there with Gabe. It won't be a big one, though, and they've got to search again. They're getting their chances. Both these teams getting their chances. Double commit from Evolve. Coop. That's just going to get away from him. He's only going to be able to drive it to that corner. No, Galactic SuperNova will lose their possession there. They'll regain it with that 50. Phantom. Hydro. We have to catch. Now jumping off that back wall, trying to keep it close. Does remove Coop's challenge. And here comes Gabe with the dribble. Flick gets through Phantom, but Galactic SuperNova are still keeping up. But again, they've got to sit back on defense. Evolve Exodia. That calm nature of theirs could actually be a real threat in this overtime. Because they are just, look, you know, they look intact. They don't look like they're really messing around in any way. And that is really intense to play against when you're a team like Galactic who are already not expected to win this series. That kind of thing can really make you nervous, says X-Sync. Gabe with the dunk. Here comes Coop. Into the back wall. He's missed it! In front! X-Sync's got the block. Again, Galactic somehow get away with that one. As X-Sync with those shades trying to catch up to Hydro. Won't be able to do so. As Hydro, flick off the sidewall. JDS won't get the beat on Coop. And we keep on going. Still no breakthrough. Galactic had to deal with a lot of defense. Evolve Exodia hold control. Now can they use it to win the game? And that answer still is eluding them here. They just can't get it. As X-Sync, Gabe, back wall, JDS can't put it on. And again, Evolve Exodia, we're already nearing 3 minutes in this OT, and really, we've not seen anybody get this game, take it into their own hands. JDS with that incredible goal to tie it up at 1 second. We're seeing what the result of that is here. It's an overtime that will take us a while before we find our winner. Gabe, ceiling shot. X-Sync's got that one, but low boost goes straight to JDS. That's probably the last player you want to see with the ball there from Evolve. He's been a non-stop force on offense. And this is how you should be playing when there's elimination on the line. I mean, the pressure that both these teams are experiencing must be insane at this point. I mean, they were sent to lower bracket so early. They're expected to make it pretty far. And yet, they're here, playing against each other. A match that could end their season. And, all that could take is just one goal to make the difference. Here comes JDS, infield pass. Still no chances coming here for Evolve as Phantom with the dribble. Getting that flick, but it will be X-Sync who's got to wait. JDS to the back wall. X-Sync will have that touch. As here comes JDS in the midfield. Phantom's missed it. Gabe to the back wall. Coop not looking comfortable. And he's missed it! Coop's missed it! Gabe will steal the game! Evolve Exodia! Waited for the opportunity! Coop with only 12 boosts on the back wall. Couldn't make the touch. And Evolve Exodia will end it there. One more game. They're moving to the losers quarterfinals. What a game! That was a long overtime. A long stalemate, really. Nobody wanted to be the first to crack. But Evolve Exodia had so many more chances. At overtime, I mean, I couldn't count how many shots they had in overtime, but it was in the game. 13 shots to 9. They had more shots, they had more chances, they had a lot more pressure as well. At 1 second goal from JDS, that made the difference. That took the game for them and allowed them to get that confidence to just go further. At this point, they must be feeling insane, but this series isn't over. They need one more. And if it's gonna take another 4-minute OT to do it, I hope to see how these guys will do as... Oh, that's an open net miss. X-Sync. Find Coop, a Galactic SuperNova. Cannot give up. 3-1 comeback is a legendary comeback on this stream. I'm gonna mention every single time team goes up 3-1, the comeback is very possible. Although it may not start here, because Gabe has already put one in. And the speed of JDS picked up that corner boost, used it a lot. A lot? Well, he used it, that's for sure. Got the pass to Gabe in the midfield. Well, so again, just trying to hold control. Trying to, show that they are that better team. Sure, it may not be the most impressive of play style. It's definitely not as fast as I expect from these guys, although they're not going to be able to hold that lead for long. It's right off the kickoff. Phantom scored one back. Man, they've had issues with the kickoff this series. This was actually a Hydro mistake. This was a JDS mistake. He misflipped. Maybe this team's got to start playing a little more defensively off those kickoffs, because it does seem to be starting to become a bit of an issue for these guys if they're consistently missing the kickoff. I understand the idea of taking risks, but it feels like this risk is actually hurting them more than it's helping them. as X-Sync off the back wall. As that pinch, JDS is already in the midfield. Evolve are still searching. Phantom will have this dribble. He doesn't have it fully there. Gabe will try to take it back. X-Sync, he's got that pinch. I mean, he was pre-jumping for that one. But he'll still get to it. Again, he had to use a lot of boost, though. Meaning, he seems going to be pushed back pretty heavily here for the time being. Here comes JDS. When a demo in the backfield means X-Sync's got it over himself. Up for Coop. To the corner, Coop. Second touch. On target. Saved by Gabe, who did well to predict that shot from Coop. It's not an easy one, but at this level, they can hit those kind of double taps. As Coop, around the corner. Looking in the midfield. Hydro, trying to put one on. Saved by Phantom. Gabe now. Off the ceiling. Gabe wants it. Pinch. Saved by Coop, who, again, these guys are predicting each other very well on defense. You gotta give credit for what these teams have done to keep each other out. It's staying tied, not for lack of trying. As Coop, is that on? Oh, it's a miss from JDS! Coop is gonna put it in! And that's not a mistake that you cannot make at this point. I mean, JDS had time here. I mean, that is a read that, like, champion level players make. I'm surprised JDS would miss that one. And yes, it does. The pressure got to him there. Evolve Exodia have given up a very easy goal for Galactic SuperNova. And oh dear, the kickoff is gonna plague them again here, but this one will be saved by Hydro. Again, I think they gotta stay a little more defensive on this kickoff, because a kickoff goal could spell disaster for Evolve. And X-Sync on target! And that one saved by JDS! A big block from him! He missed an earlier save, he'll get that one though. And now Hydro, open! What a shot from Hydro! And just the absolute trickery from him here. Coop absolutely thought he was going to the other side of the field. Hydro will make him second guess himself there. That was going to the front post and nowhere else. As Phantom, to the sidewall. JDS trying to hit to the midfield. Here comes Gabe. Long touch. Coop will get to it. JDS. That one's just gonna cross the net. It almost went in. At this level, the players can recognize when it's almost in and definitely in pretty well. As here comes a challenge. Coop wanting it. Let's get over Hydro, but Exodia have done well to kind of take their time, keep themselves under at least some control here. As here comes X-Sync. Gabe will just try to keep it out. Hydro's in an awkward position. He's facing backwards to the play. You can tell him immediately panic flip just to kind of get himself into a position where if a shot were to come, he might be able to get a good block on that front post. As Gabe, let Coop get him there. Is now Phantom. JDS. Ooh, a very dangerous play from Evolve Exodia. Going to keep it out for now, but this one's still getting pinged around the net. Evolve don't like it here. They want it out. Like the Tuno have done well again to just challenge smartly, but that's a good beat from Gabe. In front, JDS, here he comes. And X-Sync doesn't have it. It's JDS the score. And the lead will flip to Evolve Exodia. Gabe with the beat initially on Coop. And then immediately, he didn't give up. He was looking at X-Sync, but X-Sync actually did the work for him, pushing up a little too high. And that's Evolve Exodia now with a 1-goal lead. If they hold on to this 1-goal lead for the rest of this game, they'll be taking the series. So you know Galactic SuperNova have every intention of coming back. As Hydro with a touch. Coop doesn't have it. JDS won't put the redirect on, but it does stay in offense for Evolve. X-Sync. Maybe looking for Coop, but that one has gone very far from him. Oh, but a miss from Hydro. Gabe. Ooh, he's got to be careful. X-Sync was waiting for that touch. It was just a little too powerful. Here comes Phantom now, who has been a bit quiet. Safe to say, he's still on it. Trying to get that dunk on Gabe. He's still feels like it's Phantom's. You're really trying to kind of pull this offense together for Galactic, but you can't think about anything else. Just you got to think about getting those goals at this point if you're going Galactic. As a miss there, Gabe on target. Coop's missed it, and Gabe has put that powerful one in the top right corner. And again, it's a whiff here. X-Sync with a tougher play. He wanted to get that boost and the ball. Well, he will learn that he got a bit greedy on that one. He gave Gabe that shot. And Galactic SuperNova will not be able to get back on time to save it. As X-Sync. As the dribble. Dunked by JDS though. Evolver continuing to push. JDS. Pinch across. Coop now. No second touch though as Hydra's got the clear. Phantom in the midfield. 20 seconds left for your Galactic Supernova series is, and really the playoff hopes are on the line at this point. They cannot lose in this matchup, or else their season is done. They need to score at this point, but that won't happen. Evolve Exodia will hit it away, and Galactic Supernova time will run out. Their series is over. Their tournament life is over, and their season is over. Evolve Exodia have taken them down in 5 games, and will move on to the losers quarterfinals to take on Swordfish Sea Beasts. A 5-game thriller. Evolve Exodia have turned out to be that better team. And it did come to, small margins, as on a playoff matches would be. Yet that is what they needed here. The losing streak for Galactic Supernova is still alive and well on the stream, and unfortunately for them, maybe I am bad luck for these guys, because these guys can never win on my stream. But again, this was a tough matchup. I remember talking to Coop before the series, and he told me this was going to be a tough matchup no matter which way you looked at it. And yeah, he would be very right about that. Evolve Exodia have moved on a little bit further. As again, a 4-game series. Evolve Exodia coming in as the favorites. Ended up definitely being that way. Yeah, we are going to get a little interview with these Evolve guys, because I do feel like we should talk with them. Why not, though? Again, you guys are already here. You might as well watch until the end of this interview. See how things go. Again, Evolve Exodia with a big win. They definitely needed that one. Again, it was a cool, calm, collected play. As joining me here is JDS Hydro. How are you guys doing? Congratulations on your win. JDS, you guys, got sent to the lower bracket early, but this is a rematch because it's a team that you've recognized, and you're definitely proving that you're still the better team here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having us. Sorry, I didn't hear the question. Just got in.
I was just asking, how you're feeling. Again, it was a interesting series. You have to play against a team that you already played before. You kind of knew about these guys, but being in the lower bracket's definitely an interesting situation, a different feeling altogether in the regular season.
Yeah, we were not expecting to be put in the lower brackets early on like that, first round. So just kind of we're on our comeback, trying to get back into our groove and get some wins, get back into the finals, hopefully win,
I understand. Again, you guys have had those finals aspirations. I know Hydro, you specifically were, during the regular season when I got to see you guys, in your wins, you were popping off. It felt like every single series you played. I could specifically remember you from that Silly Geese Club series. You played insane in that one, but you're against Galactic Supernova. It felt like you guys kind of had a different strategy than most early matches. It felt like you guys took things slower. You want to comment on that?
I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. We just
You can tell them.
different.
You can tell them.
Okay. Basically, JDS wanted to be the bigger man and play first man. So I was just really bored and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I see. So JDS took a captain's role here and decided, no, I'm going to make decisions for myself. An executive decision to kick you back. I see how it is here on this team. No, I'm joking around, but hey, it worked in the end. You guys had a rough time, but JDS definitely did step up when it mattered. A big game. You gotta talk about game 4. That was the biggest game of the series. That was the game that kind of sealed it for you guys. You want to tell me about that final play in regulation that kind of sent you guys to that almost 4-minute overtime?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I did not expect that to go in, but we got a lucky tap into the middle, and they put it in for us. And yeah, 4-minute overtime, we were kind of like, so those times we're like, oh, we've almost lost this game. Let's just finish it off and win it. So we were just trying to play more conservative, more safe, let them make a mistake, and then it basically came to us.
Yeah, of
Took that
course.
dub.
Yeah, again, yeah, you guys got that win. You guys, again, it was kind of cool, calm, collected, consistent play style. That's kind of what you want to do in this bracket, especially the lower brackets. A lot of it has to do with consistency. Your next match is against Swordfish Sea Beasts. Now this was the team that sent Silly Geese Club to the lower bracket. They did lose New Age Octanes in a sweep. Hydro, you have anything you want to say about the Swordfish Sea Beasts side? Anything? I don't. Have you guys played these guys in the regular season? I don't think you guys have.
I don't
You have
think so.
not played them in the regular season.
Yeah.
It's a team that ended off their bracket 8-1. Obviously, they're in the lower bracket like you guys. A lot of these teams, these really good teams, got sent to the lower bracket. But again, you guys have this lower bracket experience. They do not. They're kind of in an awkward situation, and it's your guys' ability. It's your guys' time to kind of take advantage of that. You have anything that you want to say kind of about this upcoming losers quarterfinals matchup? This is another big match for you guys, and that's against another really good team.
Just best of luck.
Yeah, basically, yeah, we're gonna. Hopefully, if there's any VODs of them, do you have any VODs of them? You can maybe watch some of their
I have
replays.
never streamed. I have not streamed these guys, so
Yeah,
I
actually,
do not have any
I didn't
VODs.
even know there was a team that name. So well, I guess we'll have
well,
to.
they were in the other group, so you never played against them.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yes.
so I guess we're gonna have to figure it out, play our game, and hopefully that works.
Again, you guys have a pretty big match to go here. I also see joining us here is also Dan. Hello, Dan. I know you didn't get to actually play in that series, but were you nervous at any point watching you guys play?
Not really, to be honest with you. If anything, I got a little nervous whenever we lost the first series or first game or what second game I think it was.
I think it was second game.
But we ended up recovering, so I was like, oh, okay. How can I say the momentum or what was it, playstyle shift as I'm looking for actually ended up working really well.
I definitely did. Again, you guys kind of shifting things around. Now you're moving to those loser quarterfinals again. Thank you all so much for actually being able to stay awake for the series. I know that's tough to do with how late it is. I'm doing just fine. This is normal for me. I'm not even joking. This is the third time this week I've had to stream at a match at either midnight or past midnight, and the fourth time I had to stream a match at 11 p.m. or later. So I'm perfectly fine with this. But I know for you guys it's late. I know you guys want to go to sleep. But before we do that, we are going to do some quick shoutouts. And if you guys want to make it quick, you can. It's your choice. We'll start with Dan. And we'll go down the line here. So Dan, you have anything that you want to say to stream? Any shoutouts? Anybody in particular that you want to mention?
I just want to shout out Evolve. That's all I want to shout out. Thank you.
Hey. Oh, I mean, I said you guys could make these shoutouts quick. That is quicker than I thought it would be. Hydro, obviously now you're next. Is there anything that you have to say here?
Shout out to JDS and Gamer Gabe for scoring more goals than our opponents.
That sounds like a turbo quote. I'm not even joking. That's a turbo also thing. Just score more goals than the other team. Easy. Here as JDS now obviously. Is there anything you want to kind of round this thing out here? Anybody that maybe the other two have missed, or anybody that you want to shout out again? Is there anybody you have in mind?
Yeah, shout out Evolve again. Appreciate them. Dan, team manager, hyping us up. He always shows up to our games, even though he might not get to play, but he always shows up. He's ready, and he's super optimistic. So yeah,
I do all the background work, so that's what my job is.
Dan's the office worker in the background. I see how it works here. Well, again, congratulations on your win here, guys. To Hydro, JDS, obviously, and Dan jumping in as well. Again, congratulations on your win. A 4-0. A 4-0. Man, I'm tired too. A 4-1 over Galactic SuperNova. Congratulations. Have an amazing rest of your nights. Hopefully I'll see you guys again in your later matches in this playoff bracket.
Yeah, thank you for the stream, Sporty.
Thank you for the stream. GG's to Galactic as well. They played really well.
That was JDS, Hydro, and Dan joining in for this one. Again, thank you all as well. I want to shout you all out as fans. Thank you all so much for your support. It means a lot to me to have so many people just here and, being so cool. Oh, so much. That is it from me. We're going to get a raid going. Thank you all so much for joining. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you guys again very, very soon here on the Sportiest stream for more action.